Hey, okay. So we need to find the red area, and what we know is that the side length is 4. Okay? So what we do is the best way is to start off by just ignoring all the all the white. So just fill it in your mind. So what you have is one giant red square. And that red square is 4 by 4. So that means the area of the whole red square has got to be 16. Okay? So now what we have left to do is just take out all the white circles. Now, let's take a look at this. So we know that if each square here is 1, that the radius for the big circle is 1. Oh, look, we don't have 2 half circles. We have another big circle. The radius of this big circle is 1. We have a quarter circle here, and then we have an actual small circles here. Now, if everything is 1, then the radius for this would be half of that. So 1/2. Okay? So, let's recap. What we have is with the area of the red square, which is 16. Then we need to take away 1, 2 1/4 white circles with radius of 1. And we have to take away 1, 2 little baby circles with radius of 1/2. Okay, so let's do it. We need to, so let's see here. So let's do the big circle first. So what's the area of a big circle with a radius of 1? Well, I know area is pi times the radius squared, and I know the radius is 1. So area is pi times 1 squared, which is just pi times 1, which is really just pi, or 3.14. So let's just keep it as pi for now, because it may come in handy. So, So we have one of those as pi. But really we have 2 of those circles. So we have 1, which is pi, another big circle, also pi, and then a quarter circle, which is pi over 4. So let's see, what's the area of all those put together? Well, these 2 make 2 pi plus pi over 4. So, I mean, we could just keep it like this. We could combine like terms by saying, hey, 2 pi, we need to have a denominator of 4. So I can combine it with pi over 4. Okay, so that would be 8 pi over 4. Add it together. We'd be taking out essentially 9 pi over 4. Or we could just treat pi as 3.14 and then combine them all. It's really up to you. But bottom line, this is what we have for that first white circle. I mean, for those big white circles. Now we need to go to those smaller circles. So now each of the small circles has a radius of 1/2. Area equals pi times 1/2 squared. And 1/2 squared is just 1/2 times 1/2. Let's zoom in a little bit. So the area of each circle is pi times 1/4. Awesome. Or pi over 4. Oops, not A. Now, how many of these do we have? We have 1 little circle and 2 little circles. So we have to add these together, and what we get is 2 pi over 4. Now, don't reduce this yet, because look, this is 2 pi over 4. And then the other big circles are 9 pi over 4. And the big thing is 16. So let's recap what we're doing with these. We know the big area is 16. We know the 2 1/4 circles need to be subtracted, and that's 9 pi over 4. And also, we need to subtract the 2 baby circles, which is 2 pi over 4. So together, that's 16 minus, combine these two, 11 pi over 4. Now, if you didn't do it this way and just did the calculator way, which is completely fine, let us see what your answer would be. So, now, depending on when we did pi, this may change, but I don't think it will. So let's check. So this one is just obviously 16. And now we do 11 times, I'm typing it into my phone calculator, 3.14. Then divide that by 4. And you get 8.635. Now, if you're really close to that, that's okay. So then we do 16 minus 8.635. And you get the answer, which is 7.365 as the answer. Oh my gosh, look at all this cool math that you got to do just from one little picture. See, this is why math is awesome. Okay? Good luck.